Hi everyone, I'm Lorenzo, and in this video I'm going to talk about all Call of Duty games for the Nintendo DS. I should really start not expecting this much from the DS. I have to admit it, I'm impressed though, even if the games themselves aren't that good. Okay, so for starters, there are 5 Call of Duty games for DS, which is impressive, especially that after you play the first game, or well, one of the games, you wouldn't expect that people were eager for another one. But not only that the first game got one more, but 4 more. The games are impressive. They are first-person shooters in 3D, and it imitates the stuff you normally have in a Call of Duty game, like for example shooting and explosions and the parts where you man a cannon or a turret, but it lacks something important. They don't hook you. When you play them, there is no emotional implication. Okay, maybe except for the fact that you kind of feel like a loser when you play them. I did. I mean, the games themselves are impressive, but they still make you think, oh man, how did I end up playing these games? Why am I playing the games when I could play something better? Why did I pay for this? Okay, but now that I've started with the general opinions, let me tell you about the games. They are actually impressive. I mean, you can clearly see that the games weren't made just to milk some money. They actually tried to make something good out of them. But the technical capabilities of the DS stood against them. So the end result is rather disappointing. In the most of them, you are bound to aim with the lower touchscreen. And it's okay. I mean, you feel like you can precisely aim. That is, if you play on an actual console. If you try this sport on an emulator, you'll have a tougher time. It's pretty annoying to aim on an emulator. But on the DS, it's okay. But on the original console, the touchscreen controls actually work. It was a great idea. And in 2 of the games, you can use the left buttons to move and the right buttons to aim. And this, even if it's not a perfect setup, it works to give you a somewhat console big classic version feel, which works out. Or, well, it's similar to Call of Duty on PSP, which was pretty good, and had the same button layout. You also still have the option to aim with the touchscreen if you want in these 2 games that let you play with the buttons too. But in rest, the aiming with the touchscreen is actually pretty okay, and feels good. Gameplay wise, if you played one of them, you played all of them. The story is there so that you can say there isn't one, and even if you get other stuff to do, shooting still is the best part. I mean, for example in World at War, you get a level where you have to drop bombs off a plane, and it's very tedious. It's slow and imprecise and very anticlimactic. Then you get turret levels that look good but get boring fast. You get minigames like disarming a bomb, connecting to something by pressing colorful buttons, or manning a mortar. The experience isn't bad itself, it's bearable, but considering that you have plenty of better options, these games are worth checking out only for information reasons, not playing them out of fun. Also, 2 of the games have cringe names. Modern Warfare 2 is called Mobilized, probably they chose the name because it looks more like a 3D Java game, and Modern Warfare 3 is called Defiance because it defies you that you will get a nice portable experience of Call of Duty, but when you pop it in, you get betrayed by the cover art. So in conclusion, the games are good. You can play them, but I recommend them only for novelty reasons mostly, just to see how they are. Oh, and play them on an original console. Playing them on an emulator is horrible. The controls are bad. But on an actual DS, they are pretty good. They are not bad games themselves. They pump some experience, but most of it isn't intriguing and gets tiresome pretty fast. But still, cheers to Activision for making the games. They really tried. And integrating a Call of Duty game on a DS still remains pretty impressive. Okay, so this was the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you want to follow me on Twitch, Instagram or Discord, I'll have the links to those in the video description. Also, if you want to see another video of mine, just wait till I stop talking and there will be thumbnails of other videos I've made. Thanks for watching.